The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast. It's your host, getEJIKEwithit. I am solo dolo today, and that's fine. I should have had another guest, but sometimes your boy logistically be messing up and not communicating in time, trying to get things done, man. That's what happens when you got a 9 to 5. It's like a 5 to 9 p.m. when you nonprofit world, but it's all good. We here, ready to rock. We got my guy, Young Guy, getting us right, making sure we don't have any more technical difficulties, getting it done, man. We are running fast, man. Young Guy, we at the juvenile number, man. We at the 9-9. We at the 9-9, man. Y'all know we gonna do something special for the hundo. We gotta do something special for the hundo. But I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with us, man. But we gonna keep it moving, man. We got a lot to get to. A lot of good and bad in the world going on right now. But we gonna keep it moving, man. I guess if y'all listening for overseas, man, pray for America. Because it's a lot of wild mess going on. Pray for us, man. But it's all good, man. Again, welcome to the podcast. So we're going to get right to it today. I had a couple things on my mind. I really had one thing on my mind. You know, I try to stay out of the not too serious of issues, you know, depending on the mood. But definitely want to send my thoughts and prayers first and foremost to the family. I believe the young lady's name was Sonia Massey out of Illinois. She was fatally shot, murdered, if you will, by the police on July 6th. So I want to first send my thoughts and prayers to her family and to the people around her and the people of that community. And just another senseless aggressive ass policeman for no reason in her home. If you don't know the story, please go do a little research, look it up. She was in her home. She believed that there was an intruder in her home. She called the police. They show up. Somehow she told them that it was okay. Nobody was there, but they somehow end up in the house. Long story less long. She ends up in the kitchen by the pots that the officer told her to, I believe, turn off. She goes to tear them off. She got her hands on the pot. The police gets jumpy, cusses her out, calls her some names and tell her he'll kill her. And I think she said, I rebuke you, and start to put her hands up, and then end up getting fatally shot. So in her own home. So be prepared for whatever comes from that. He's already indicted with the murder charge, first-degree murder, because that's what it was. So we hopefully justice will be served. It's just sad that we have to even say that, because it shouldn't even have happened. So again, you know, I'm not going to spew my own beliefs on the pod, because we don't want to get canceled. But it ain't even that, you know, such a serious matter. Take a lot of time to really digest and get through. But again, thoughts and prayers to everybody. Thoughts and prayers to all the victims of violence and brutality, especially police violence, unprovoked police violence. So prayers up to you all. We're here with you in spirit out here in Omaha, Nebraska, and we're going to keep fighting a good fight. You know, outside of this, you know, we have lives, we have our own families, so we always pray that things like this don't happen, but clearly they're a knock at the door away. So we want to continue to send our blessings to everybody involved. Well, not everybody involved, but to the victims involved, and continue to, you know, be there with them. Their support that can be had. We'll make sure, definitely try to put the word out about any support that we can give and that family may need and that community may need. So blessings. Outside of that, man, a little less serious, but still serious. Young Guy, I don't know if you follow basketball. You know, the South Sudan lost by 1 point, right? I'm gonna get to. I'm gonna get a little spicy. You know, I'm Nigerian, right? Yeah. So I seen the comments. I seen Paul Pierce, and I seen that bitch ass nigga Gilbert Arenas. I'm gonna just say it.
What do you say?
Basically the stuff that we got said to us in elementary school and middle school. And a bunch talking about got beat by a bunch of Africans. Started doing like the dart noise and doing a bunch of wild shit. It's real kiddish, real childish. And I know, and I get it. I know he's doing it for sensationalism, is to be the talk of the town or what have you. But you can't get mad. He can't get mad at folks being mad at him, saying some ignorant shit like that on the air. Especially, you know, he has a pretty big platform with Gil's Arena. But getting on and saying that type of stuff, like, you asking for trouble, big dog. But that's just some childish shit. It didn't bother me. Like, it ain't nothing serious. Like, we got, like I just talked about, we got far more serious things to attend to. But just some childish, like African. They ain't even jokes. Like, that shit just stupid. Like, you a grown ass man making a dart sound. Like, nigga, I hope somebody actually. I wish it would. I would go find a dart and shoot it at your ass on purpose. Like, and come up here. We would like to, on behalf of the African community, would like to invite you to Omaha, Nebraska, and tell you to come out here and say that shit to their face. We have the first or second largest South Sudanese refugee population in the nation. Please come out here to Omaha, Nebraska, and meet me at 3034 Sprague Street, 3034 Sprague Street, and see if you pop that shit to me or any of my African brothers and sisters. Because I got some South Sudanese that I handle that ass real quick. You'll find out real quick what it means to be African running around here. So it ain't even got to be serious. Just look up 3034 Sprague Street, Omaha, Nebraska, and you'll know exactly where to come find your boy. You know what I'm saying? So just all that ignorant shit, just keep it to a minimum. Like, trust me. Like, but that's old school stuff, man. Division between Africans and African American. Like, what is we doing, man? You know how many jokes I had in middle school? If they was funny, I'd laugh. Like, fam, I'm 30. How old am I? 37? Too old for that. Like, he older than me. Like, what you doing, man? Like, you sound like a dumbass. It's just dumb. So whatever, dude. Come pop that shit. Come on down here and pop that shit. I'm gonna make sure we call them. Call all my South Sudanese brothers and sisters and see what you got to say about it then. But anyways, I digress on dumb niggas. What I wanted to get to today, young guy, you know, we got to talk about a little bit of music, man. I was doing some downloading this weekend, listening to new music, and came across some albums I forgot. Childish Gambino dropped the album. And then a surprise album to me was Black Odyssey. Black Odyssey is one of those individuals who he just produced. He's one of the main producers on Rhapsody's album, Please Don't Cry. Amazing talent. So I was excited. I'm popping these albums in. You know, we don't get a lot of Gambino. So I'm listening to Gambino. Trying to get a feel for what it is. I was like, all right, I'm feeling it, and I'm going to talk about what it is. But I was like, you know, I ain't in the mood for this right now. Let me switch albums. Switch over to Black Odyssey. What was it, 1-800-Fantasies? And it was damn near the same damn exact mood as the Childish Gambino. I'm like, all right. And that mood, that style of music I'm talking about, you guys, is straight up what would be thrown in the pop category. Contemporary pop, experimental pop. Black Odyssey, more contemporary, like straight pop music. Very TRL, Total Request Live, top 10 countdown-ish type music and sounds to it. Which I don't have a problem with a lot of our artists doing that style of music. I don't have a problem with anybody doing whatever style of music. However, I am noticing a trend of our musicians who are in our, whether hip hop, soul, neo soul genre of music. They're leaving it and going more towards a pop sound. It's two sounds everybody's going to, either the pop or the EDM. Like not house music, but EDM. And it doesn't bother me that people are doing it. It bothers me that we're leaving a lot of our own music completely alone. So you're leaving the people that love you and that appreciate a certain sound that you've been able to cultivate and make your own, and you kind of leaving it 100% alone. It's like, all right, I see where you're going, but it's cool. And I think that's been a trend. There's been a trend of people going pop. So I'm going to give you the ones that I noticed early, and I'm going to work my way back to now. One young lady who I've loved to death, one of my favorite female rappers. She's not the best, but she's definitely one of my favorites, who's kind of like leaving hip hop and has done so for a while and went in and out, is my girl Rico Nasty, right? So Rico's last couple of albums, they're a mesh of everything. Less rock and roll, even like Rico even came up in that kind of rock star lifestyle type vibe, hardcore hip hop or rap lyrics. And she, on her last few albums, have leaned probably half of the project towards the pop sound. I think the last project she had was like Las Ruinas or something like that. And half of it is like pop. Like, I'm like, all right, I see where you're going. Somebody like that, her personality, she pulls it off well. I ain't mad at it, right? Because she still has some of the things that you know her for. She still got some of the heart. Blow Me is still one of my favorite songs off of there. Just a crazy hardcore mosh pit ass song. But she definitely left half of the album in the pop category. Fast forward, then we got one of the bigger artists who did some of the same thing and left their home genre, which was SZA. So SZA's last album, critically acclaimed, everybody love it, top album. One of the top albums of the year in 2023. And half of that album is pop, right? It's not just your R&B. It has R&B elements. It's still some R&B, but it's pop. And SZA has already been in a transition from her more eclectic, alternative R&B to more of a contemporary. And now she's leaning more to the pop style of things. And it's part of the broadening out, trying to get more people to listen, gain a bigger audience. So I understand it. I'm not mad at it. It's still great music. It can be great music. And then we fast forward to one of my best albums of last year, which was Tizo Touchdown. His album he rapping, but it's pop. But he's extremely witty and extremely clever in his storytelling. So it's a very interesting listen. Just lyrically, it was probably the most interesting pop album that I've heard ever. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he put his stories together, I was like, this nigga funny as shit. He'll take you on a journey. It's really over here. And you thought it was going this way. Amazing album, but definitely in the pop category. But you can still hear his pen. You can tell he takes his craft seriously. He's thinking about the stories he's telling. He's thinking about the message he's sending. But it's extremely fun and witty, right? But it's pop. And I'm like, damn, that's another pop album that's up. And now we fast forward, there's always artists that's going to do things, but now we fast forward to now, and I got the Childish Gambino's album, who he's Childish Gambino. He do his thing. He experiments. And got the Black Odyssey. And that one really threw me. Because it is, and I didn't finish it, but the first half, it's all pop. Like, I'm like, okay, all right. We leaning a little too heavy, right? And again, I ain't mad at nobody making the music. I just want people to not leave the thing that they cultivated. These artists have cultivated some of their own sounds. I think with Gambino, he's always been, he came in rapping, but he's always been experimental. so we understand and rock with him on that wavelength and allow that grace for him to kind of flow in and out based on the mood, based on what he wants to put out. Because it's always going to be a fire ass project anyways. The product is going to be good. It's going to be great quality. However, like some of this stuff, it's so far in the, and it may be just due to the times, a lot of this pop stuff is a very nostalgic pop. Like I said, this reminds me of coming home from school, catching the top 10, getting out of high school and looking at TRL and going between that and 106 and Park. You know, but you're on the TRL side, like, oh, this is what they got in the pop side. Then you go to 106 and Park, see who performing with AJ and Free, and see who in the top 10 in the hip hop and R&B category. So it's a very interesting wave to pay attention to. I think more of our artists are gonna go pop. I think, I know, because I think Drake dropped a song with, who was it, Camila Cabello? He's on a song with, is that right, Young God, with Drake? Oh, Young God gone. He listens to something else. With Camila Cabello. And it's a pop song. So I think they're going after, it's a money, part of it is a money grab. Part of it, for some artists, is just an experiment and trying something new, getting a different sound. But a lot of artists are leaning towards pop. I already know Drake's probably next project is going to be more pop than anything. It definitely ain't gonna be no hardcore rapping. I hope not, for his sake. And let all that go. But I say just pay attention. Like, a lot of the music that's coming out is now pop. And maybe it's just because of the summertime. Maybe it's a little bit of that. But I don't know how I feel about it. I truly don't know how I feel about it. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about some of these albums, man. I think there are artists, like I said, Tizo did it right. But I'm not gonna lie, I like Black Odyssey a lot. Finding them, and then even listening to production on the last album with Rhapsody. He's cultivated a sound for himself, and I don't want people to leave that, completely. So making sure you're still doing your thing. So there ain't nothing wrong with experimenting. Ain't nothing wrong with making different styles of music. One of the artists that I got to witness live here that does that very well is Jameson, JMSN, right? And he does that extremely well. Artist out of Detroit, primarily soul music, but it was interesting because he got rock songs and rock samples, rock songs. He has all kind of music, and it's cool to go through the journey with them in the ears with the actual albums. But they all seem cohesive to the project. And his projects always have a particular sound with a couple of excerpts from different genres. So I am not mad. I like a little rock. I like country. Shout out to my Nigerian brother Shabuzi. My nigga Nigerian making country music got the number one song. Who'da thunk 2024 is a crazy ass year. A crazy year. A Nigerian got the number one song in the country and it's country. With natty Haitian dress. Like, all right. Yeah, Gil, take that shit, bitch ass. Say something about Africans again. But so that just goes to the testament that you don't have to do what people expect you to do. You know what I'm saying? If you see them, you're not gonna expect to hear country, right? Nobody is. It's okay, because we've been conditioned to not think that. But so it's good to allow people to find their own voice, find what genres they want to explore in, and kind of work from there. Hip hop has always been that for everybody else, so it's about time we are branching out into these other places. So again, I'm not mad, but that don't mean, I might not like something on first listen, or it might not be my taste. Some of that music wasn't my taste then, it's not gonna be my taste now. But I'm not gonna hate or be upset or say an artist shouldn't do it. I'm like, no, do what you really feel like you want to actually do and make. So be true to self. If that's what vibe you in, make it. And again, I think as listeners, we should just give this shit a listen. If that's what you want to do, like, give it a try. If you like it, just be objective if you can be. There's always some subjectivity, but be objective. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's okay to say that. It's okay not to rock with everything just because your artist you love does something. Don't mean you got to rock with it. So we can talk about the product itself. So it's all good. But y'all make sure y'all go give it a listen, man. Check out the new Gambino. I know he got a show. I think it's pretty much a soundtrack to a movie that he's starring and probably co-producing and producing. Was it Bando Jones? I think it's Bando Jones and Takes the New World or something like that. Cause it's the same name as the album. And check out Black Odyssey. Amazing talent. So if you don't like this album, go back, and you love soul music, go back to the older projects. They're not old. They're only a couple years old. It's one of them. So, and they just released one last year, and I think 2 years before that. So check them out. If you haven't checked out Tizo's shit, check out Tizo Touchdown. I think he's on tour with Don Toliver. They're going on tour. I'm not even a Don Toliver fan just because I haven't dug into his music yet, because I probably will like it. He's from Houston? I probably would like it. I've heard him. I heard him on some tracks. I have some of his tracks. I just have not invested the time to get, to really sit and get his projects and listen. So he's on my to listen to list. So I don't have any ill will, any ill words about him. I know he popping right now. That's what I do know. He's genre bending. Kind of reminds me of that time when Bryson Tiller came out. That genre bending. Not nowhere to really classify you. It's just good music. So definitely want to check him out. And if you're not hip to, everybody knows SZA's album. I think it won some Grammys. Everybody know that. But if you're not hip to Rico Nasty, man, get hip to Rico. That's that's one of my favorites. So check her last couple projects out, man. You'll hear what I'm hearing. Tell me how you feel about it. So, yeah, young guy, man. Everybody going pop, man. I hope they pop off, but everybody going pop. I'm like, bring your ass back. Hell, everybody going pop right now. Luke James, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Jump in the arena. I know you acting and stuff. I got to still watch that show on Amazon Prime with Luke James. What's it called? Them? I think it's called Them. I need to watch that shit. But yeah, man, I'm curious to see where it goes. It's an interesting time in music. It's a good time in music. Make what you want. Lil Sims dropped the EP a few months ago. That was all EDM. Do what you got to do. Do what you want to do. So I'm going to at least give it a listen. I'll let you know if I like the shit or not. And I ain't the end all be all either. So formulate your own opinions. Don't ask me, is it trash or not? I'm like, I might not like it, or I might like it, or I might love it, or I might hate it. You tell me what you think about it. So we're looking forward to it. It's been a good year in music. It's always a good year in music during the election years. I'm telling you, just go, if y'all don't believe me, go look at 2020. Was everything, especially 2020 is going to be crazy before COVID. I think all the holidays landed on the weekend in 2020, and COVID said, sit your ass down. Everybody shut down. 2016 was a year. 2012 was a year. I'm trying to tell you, every time it's election year, everybody turned up with their best work. I don't know. Maybe it's just a 4-year cycle. The energy, it's a leap year, all that kind of stuff, man. So, I don't think it's coincidence. But again, I'm not jumping in no conspiracies. But definitely 2024 ain't disappointed on the music side. Whatever you like, you can get into. Everybody's trying new things. I think it's just a 4-year refresh. That's just what happens I think everybody gets to shed that snake skin and kind of refresh if they choose to. Hell, I heard JT project is good from City Girls. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm gonna check that one out too. Who'd have thought? But I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna listen to it. You know me, if I listen to it, that means I bought it. So I gotta go buy it. And shout out to my guy Odyssey. I definitely just got his last little EP. So hopefully, I wish I can get to another show, man. Got to get to a city winery. Definitely got to get one of those here. Future plans. But man, yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Listen, we almost at 100. We at the 100, man. We almost at the 100, man. That's crazy. What they say, 93% of podcasts don't make it past episode 2. It's some crazy stat. I know people been lying to girls talking about they got a podcast. I was like, let me see their page. Niggas ain't made a podcast episode since May 2023. Get your ass out of here. Tell me I'm editing some shit right now. Shut up. You about a year and a half late. Yeah, I know. So that y'all tripping, man. Stop trying to impress don't try to impress the hoes, man. Tell the truth, man. Maybe they trying to revamp, but y'all better catch up. Catch up, man. We still active, man. We still active. We still going up. And there's so much untouched territory in Omaha, young guy. We got so many artists to get to. Hey, artists, real quick. I know some of y'all mad and y'all hating talking about I ain't been up there. Nigga, we coming. Be still. We coming. Don't let me see you hate, then you ain't coming. But we coming. We got plenty time, bro. Lord say the same. We got time. So y'all just get ready to talk. Keep putting out that fire, and we coming to get you all across the region, all across the nation. Stop playing with us. Venues, hit us up. Stop playing with us. Find one that look better. Find one that got better talking points. Find one that make the artist feel important, more important than what we do. It's okay. We do the thing. Young God is the king. Young God doing better shit than Kevin Hart and them shit. He make our videos look better than, I ain't lying. Y'all go check it out. And check his video out where he talk about that shit. Did you make it yet? He yeah. We get going up. He gonna critique the hell out of it, but with actual factual information. Actual factual. So it's all good, man. We appreciate y'all from rocking with us. Stay tuned for the information about the 100. If y'all really rocking with us, y'all might get a special invitation to something real big. So just let us know, man. We stay locked in. Be prepared. Again, thoughts and prayers to the Massey family. Gil, bring your ass to Omaha. Talk that shit out here. I got a bunch of yeah. Talk that out here, man. But it's all good, man. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, comment, repost, listen, watch, everything, man. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate all the support to get us to this point. We got some merch coming one of these days, but we got some stickers though. But just stay tuned, man. We got so many things to get to, so much happening in Omaha and the surrounding area, so many new partnerships that we building on. There's a lot coming this fall. I can't even tell you yet. I'm gonna wait till the announcement out, but we definitely got a big timer coming that we get to talk to and sit down with, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. We appreciate y'all. And we getting up out of here, man. It's your host, getEJIKEwithit, and we out, man. Peace.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.